Hello, and welcome to another Pages and Pals, a live show. If you are new to our live shows, then this is a monthly live reading that we do with pals because they're always more fun with pals. Today we have the rest of the BookTube chicks along with Donna, who hasn't joined us in a while. Welcome, Donna. So the way the format of these live shows work is that we have 2 reading sprints. We start off with a 25-minute one. Then we take a little bit break, talk about the books that we're reading, and then we move on to our final 20-minute reading sprint. And of course, I will have the screen shared where you can see the countdown timer. But Donna, since you're right next to me, why don't you go first and let us know what you're reading?
I'm actually in the middle of reading Legendborn. This book had been out for a while, but I haven't picked it up at all. And then my friends were like, "Oh, let's buddy read it." So I'm right in, I would say, close to 75% mark. So interested to see what's going to come to follow.
Yeah, I heard that's a really good book. Sorry, go ahead, Desiree, since you're right under me, so go ahead.
So I guess I'm reading Not in Love by Allie Hazelwood. I don't even know what it's about. You know, it's a romance. I think it's heavier than like her normal stuff. I'm sure it takes place in some STEM things. So
Wait, is this a new book that she released?
Yeah, it's a new book she released and it just got to my house today. So
okay, all right. And Chloe, how about you?
I am in between like 3 books right now. So I think I'm going to pick up Never Never by Colleen Hoover and Taryn Fisher because this is the one I have been able to spend the least time with. So I feel like I could try and get a dent into it. I'm 4 chapters in, which is only like 30 pages. So I think I'm going to go with this one.
Okay. All right, and welcome everyone here on my channel. Today I'm going to start reading Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. This is a recent release. I don't think I've read anything about this by this author, but this has been highly hyped on Facebook and on TikTok. Every time I turn around, people are talking about this book because of the cover mostly, because it looks like a video cassette, whatever you call it.
Have you read The Perfect Marriage?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
But yeah, she's a very popular thriller author, and I've been on a killer thriller kick.
Don't kill anyone, kid.
But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start this one today. So we are going to go ahead and start with our first reading sprint. So if you want to grab your book and join us, and I'll go ahead and give me a few seconds. I forgot to set it up, but I'll set up the countdown timer, and it's going to be 25 minutes. Okay, so that was 25 minutes. So for those of you joining us, thank you for being here. We do this on a monthly basis. It's a live reading. The way our live shows normally work is that we do 2 reading sprints, one for 25 minutes. Then we take a little bit of a small break, talk about the books that we're reading, and then we jump right back in with a second and final reading sprint of 20 minutes. I'm currently reading Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. This is a recent release, and it already started off with a banger. Someone's already dead and admitted that someone else is not dead. To not spoil anything. Chloe, you are now the one next to me, so why don't you go ahead and let us know how your book is going?
I read about 30 pages. This is according to the back of the book, it is a twisty romantic mystery, and it's also a young adult. But a lot of it so far is basically like these two people suddenly, I'm gonna say wake up, for lack of a better term, with no memories. They don't know who they are. They don't know who the other person is. But they're at a school, and they're in the middle of like a school day, and it's just trying to figure out who they are so far for the first 60 pages.
Wait, what book is this again? Never
Never by Colleen Hoover and Taryn Fisher.
Okay. All right. Okay, Donna, you're the one that's right underneath me now. So
Legendborn is basically about dark-skinned girl who her mom died out of nowhere, and she doesn't understand why she died, and then she wants to get away from the whole incident, so she applies for this summer program off in this college, and there she's finding connections to. She realized that her memory was wiped, so her mom actually not just died, there was something behind it. So, and then she's at the school where she's discovered this secret society that may have the power to erase people's memory. So she's thinking maybe they know something, or so she's getting into the secret society to find out more information. But in order to be in that secret society, she has to get to like she kind of like got to know one of the main big guys in the society, and she's trying to use that to help her find out more about that society. But she had to, in order to get into that society, she has to apply to be like a scholar-ish page kind of thing. So this is where she's fighting to get to be in that secret society, to get a spot in order to get more into that, understand more of what's going on in that society, to find out more information to help her understand what's going on with her mom's death or how she died. Yeah. So right now we're at the part where she's trying to get into the society.
I heard a lot of good things about that.
So yeah, I heard that there's still one more book, or there's another book coming out soon, the third book. I think there's 2 books only right now. So okay. I gotta, and it is a decent sized book too.
Yeah, those are chunky.
So it's like 500, almost 500 page book. So I'm not usually I don't read too many big books. So this was a good thing I'm buddy reading this with other people. So it helps. All right, now Desirai's time.
All right, so I got to like page 35, and I don't know what's happening.
Are you still reading the same book, the one by Ali Hazelwood? Okay.
I don't know. There's like, I think there's some kind of like, she works somewhere and somebody's trying to buy out her company, but she met some dude on like a dating site, and they were like trying to get together to bang. I don't know.
Are Ali Hazelwood's books usually like that?
No.
Okay.
No, and it's like, it feels like it's less funny than her books normally are.
Did you read the author note at the beginning of the book?
I didn't see.
Have you read this book before already, Chloe?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you gave it 5 stars?
Yeah.
Nope, I did not. Of course you did.
Okay, read that because that will give a little more explanation because it's more romance than it is rom-com.
Okay, that makes sense because it wasn't. Her stuff is like usually like really funny from like page 1 in every chapter, and like they're just silly and funny and like a bunch of pop culture references, and none of that is happening.
You usually can't go wrong with Ali Hazelwood.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm sure I'll love it by the end, but it's just very different.
Different from her usual. The last one I read of hers was Check and Mate,
Oh,
and that was cute.
So much. I love that one so much.
That was a very cute read. I
had
didn't give it 5 stars, but it was a very cute read.
such a book hangover after that. I was like, what am I going to do with my life?
After that, I was like, I need to find another book that has something about chess and romance. But I don't think there's that many books out there that is chess and romance related.
I think there's at least one more that I remember hearing about.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump into our second reading sprint. And again, this is just 20 minutes. And as with the first one, I'll share my screen so you guys can see the countdown timer. Okay. So that was the end of the 20 minutes. Okay. All right. So in total, I read 31 pages. Again, reading Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. It's okay. It's good so far. So far, someone died and revealed that another person that thought was dead is not dead. So it's interesting so far. Chloe, how's your book? How did your reading session go?
I think between both sessions, I read about 50 pages. We're still kind of in the beginning stages. They're trying to find out who they are. However, I am glad that I got like a little bit of a dent into it, and now I feel like I can actually like really start picking up and reading it now that I'm kind of a bit more interested in it. But so far so good.
What page are you
on? Page 81.
And how many pages is the whole book?
It
looks chunky to me. That's why I'm asking.
It's 358. There's like this chunk at the end that's like some bonus stuff and a preview of another book.
Okay. All right. And Donna, how was your reading session?
I think I read like 22 or 32 in total, something of that sort. I lost count from the last session. But right now it looks like it's actually pretty good. They finished that fight. She did get into the secret society thing, but now she's having witnessing like an argument or a fight of a person that's half human, half demon. So I feel like there's gonna be somewhat of a romance between that character and another guy. There may be a 3-person romance going on. We'll see how that goes. But it's interesting so far.
And has the book gotten better?
So I got to page 55, and it's kind of like switched things up a little bit. Like it's returned to the whole thing with the company being bought out and what their motives are and stuff like that. So it like shifted away from the relationship between the two people.
A quick question. You that's a huge Colleen Hoover fan. Did you like Never Never?
I didn't read Never Never. Chloe was
just I read it. Okay.
I was wondering why she was asking me.
Okay. All right. So that is the end of today's live show. Thank you everyone for joining us. If you want to mark on your calendar our next live show, it's going to be in July. It's going to be earlier in the month. It's going to be July 5th. Again, that's a Friday. It's going to be again on this channel at 8 p.m. Eastern time if you would like to join us. We had difficulties doing it any other day, so it has to be July 5th. If you're interested in joining us for the BookTube Chicks book club, we are reading The Summer Place. I forget the author's name.
The Summer Place by Jennifer Weiner.
And that live show is going to be on Saturday, June 29th over on Chloe's channel. Do you guys have a quarterly romance coming up?
Not until like when?
I don't know the live show date off the top of my head, but we're going to be reading Not Another Love Song by Julie Soto in the beginning of the third quarter. Or sometime in July.
What day are we doing BookTube Chicks?
June 29th, Saturday at 6 p.m. Because Chloe can't do it the 30th on Sunday because
I had a scheduling conflict.
Yeah, so we moved it.
All right.
And again, so we have the BookTube Chicks on the 29th, and then again, Pages and Pals on July 5th. If you all would like to join us, because it's always more fun to read with pals. I always enjoy these live shows because I don't know why I get more enjoyment reading with other people. So thank you everyone for joining us. I hope you got some good reading out of this session, and we will see you in July.
Bye.